Hello, everyone. I'm Akshata Kaushal, and today I'm going to talk about a service that I rely on almost every day, the Transit app. As an international student coming to Vancouver without knowing the city maps was intimidating. I didn't understand how the public system worked. However, one day while waiting at a bus stop, I was wondering whether I would make it to the class on time, and that is when I found the Transit app, which is one of the reasons why I chose this app. The second reason is the increased usage of this app by many consumers. Vancouver's transit system is essential to the city with over 420K daily riders and Transit being the second busiest transit system in Canada. It's evident that people depend on the system, and the growth in ridership means that Transit app plays an even more crucial role in helping people like me plan our daily trips. This is how the flow of the presentation is going to look like. And let's dive into how transit fulfills the consumer needs, starting with the real-time transit information. One of the best features that I like is this. Knowing the exact arrival times of buses or SkyTrains reduces the uncertainty of waiting at the stop. I never have to wonder if I'll miss my train. The app tells me everything and also tells me when it's arriving or if there are any delays. Second benefit is that the app allows me to plan my multi-step journeys from buses to SkyTrains and even C-Bus. One day I had to go from downtown to Burnaby, a route I had never taken before, but with the app it suggested me an optimal route and I was able to follow step-by-step instructions and reach to my desired destination. And third is the on the go convenience. Another feature that I love is instant access to nearby transit lines and wait times. I can quickly glance at the app and see which buses are coming next, and without needing to type anything when I'm running late for class, this is very super convenient. And last but not the least, it also integrates services like bike share and scooters. Last summer, I used this plan to a trip involving SkyTrain, a bike, and a bus, making my journey much more efficient and much more quicker uh, than just relying on just one transport system alone. This app helps people plan their destination, their journey, all in one go, which saves their time and effort. And this is the description of how transit actually helps people out. On the right, you can see that how it has mentioned in detail that which buses have the accessibility services and also at which time they're going to come and drop you. And on the left is from their report from 2024 itself about how their services had a good customer satisfaction rate and all of the good things here on the left side. Now let's talk about the key benefits. This app helps reduce stress about transit because it provides real-time information about bus schedules and helps with the crowding and delays. So consumers can plan their trips with more certainty without worrying about any delays. It also helps me save time as it gives step-by-step instructions to the consumers for navigating the city on multiple forms of transit, making it more efficient to go around, and its predictability rate is also actually very high. This is from their report as well. 95% of their data that they collect from real-time scenarios is accurate, which is very great for a transit app. And the three main key costs that we see is that we should know that not every app is perfect. However, there's one major drawback that I've experienced is that during the peak hours, overcrowding can be a big issue which makes traveling very uncomfortable. Additionally, the app sometimes doesn't include certain service disruptions, especially when there are unexpected delays due to weather and accidents. And also, last but not the least, I would say limited service in some areas like Langley and Surrey. We have to take cabs to go on those spots. And they have also recently increased the average fare for every Vancouver traveler, which is taking uh, back from the income of the travelers. And before moving on to the two similar services, this is how uh, transit provides is its features. They have the rank-based systems. They have the ideal waiting times based on the surveys that they take while the customers are on the bus. But let's talk about City Mapper. Both offer trip planning and real-time updates. However, City Planner offers multimodal planning but doesn't provide the depth or local focus of the Transit app. The Transit app, however, stands out with its Vancouver-centric data, which this mapping service does not permit. Providing crowding information, live tracking, and real-time user feedback is the highlight of Transit, which this mapping service does not provide. And the second service that we see here is the Google Maps. It has Google Assistant integration, which the Transit app doesn't have, and it also gives real-time traffic and accident alerts to for the customers to go on the separate route to save the time, and also a street view integration, which is from the satellite, gives a 360-degree feature, which is not available on neither on Transit nor on City Mapping. So these are the main features of Google Maps. And let's look at the recommendations. So first of all, I chose dynamic pricing to help reduce the problem of overcrowding. So like Uber or Lyft, Transit app can also implement variable fare prices in their app depending on the crowding. For example, in the peak hours, higher fares can be charged so that people won't come at that time. For example, at 5 p.m., we all know that there is a lot of rush, and if we charge higher price at that in that period of time, people will naturally not prefer to go in that period of time, and maybe the overcrowding problem can be resolved that way. And during off-peak hours, we can lower the fares to incentivize off-peak travel so that more people come on that time where there's not the situation of overcrowding. And why is it beneficial? That again reduces overcrowding that we already talked about. And second thing also, and basically all in all, it enhances the customer experience. How it can be implemented is again three techniques: time data integration, fare adjustment algorithms, push notification alerts, which people can get on their phones, and accordingly they can plan their trip ahead before going out of their homes. And this is an example from Uber and how they use their mobile app to adjust pricing according to the consumer demand and earn high profits as well, and also enhance their customer experience. And second is expanding micro transit options from underserved areas. Like Langley, sorry, they don't have much transit options. So it is very essential for transit to introduce on-demand ride sharing buses. So basically people go on the app and request on the assign portal to call out a bus, and if there are some people making that same wish, that bus can come on a customized time for those people, which helps reduce the cost. So basically it's cost efficient as well, and also helps to cater to that market which is not really covered, such as Langley and Surrey. So, integrating micro transit options with existing routes to ensure smoother connections and expanding the coverage not only leads to improved access to everyone, but also is very cost efficient and very sustainable as well. And how it can be implemented: on demand scheduling. As I mentioned, in the app itself, people can request for it at a certain period of time, and also to connect it with the main routes so that there is not much a wastage of resources for translink as well. Data driven optimization, again from the app, it connects and helps people to reach to the destinations without any waiting, and also updates it for the other people as well. If there is any bus leaving, they can also come and join them. This is an example on the right from Gulf Transit's on-demand service. They are also following this kind of metrics, and they have been pretty successful in that as well. So that is how I'm backing up this recommendation, my second and my last recommendation. So thank you for listening, and these are the resources that I used.